Coach, this was 49-0 a year ago, Texas. Oklahoma is a completely different ball club. There is a lot on the line in this one, including a spot in the college football playoff.
I agree. I think this is such a big game. A totally different Oklahoma team this year. Dylan Gabriel can complete control of the offense. They have 6 different wide receivers with 10 catches or more in 5 games. 6 different receivers with touchdown catches in the first 5 games. 6 different wide receivers. And I mean, he's distributing the ball. They have playmakers in the perimeter. And I mean, making plays. They are a different team. And the other part that makes them different is they're playing defense this year. And so, you know, what's going to be interesting is, hey, I think Texas is the most complete team in the country right now.
You said last week you would have them number 1.
I did. I put my top 25 out. I had them at number 1 this week. I think they're the most complete team. I think there's 2 things that come into it. One, Texas is the most complete team in the country on a mission. Totally different Oklahoma team. Oklahoma has the rallying point of what happened last year. Texas has to be careful. It can go either way. It can go into the confidence we're going to beat them, and is that in the back of Oklahoma's mind, or does it sway in, hey, you know, remember these are 19, 20-year-old kids. Hey, we blew them out last year. Hey, we got it. Hey, Coach Sark, don't worry about it. We're in good shape. And Oklahoma's like, hey, this is a revenge game for us. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. I think one of those 2 teams is going to be in the college football playoff. And I'm not convinced it's the winner of this game either.
Really? I don't think yeah. Well, you can't. Go ahead. But that's interesting because that means you're saying one of them gets revenge in the title game.
I think whoever loses this game, if that's their only loss,
okay,
of the season, whoever wins the rematch goes to the playoff.
Interesting, because a conference title at that point would be on the line.
And I think it'd be interesting is the winner of this game basically then has house money. The winner of this game potentially could lose a game the rest of the way, right? The loser has to win out. The winner has some house money. But if they're playing at 11-1 in the conference championship game in a rematch, the winner of that game is going to the playoffs.
And I would tell you, the Big 12 isn't strong this year. As of now, they've got 2 ranked teams. It's Oklahoma and Texas. Kansas is no longer ranked. And I look at Texas relative to Oklahoma. Texas is football tested this year. They had the game against Alabama. They had the game against Kansas. At Baylor typically isn't a walk, even though Baylor's struggling a little bit this year. But relative to them in Oklahoma, Texas is football tested. But quarterback-wise, Quinn Ewers has kind of been up and down. And so if I'm looking at this, and I'll ask you this question, 2 minutes, game on the line, which of these quarterbacks you taking, Dylan Gabriel or Quinn Ewers?
Yeah, I'm going Dylan Gabriel. You know, watching him, I mean, he's accurate. He's proven. He's been around. I mean, listen, I love Quinn Ewers' moxie. But
yes,
I have, like you, I've seen him do some amazing things. Like, I'm not nervous. I'm rolling Quinn Ewers out there. But I think it's more of a coin flip. Either it's going to be a no-brainer and it's going to be this moxie, like this dude, it's the it guy just walking him right down the field for the win. Or it could easily be 4 and out and the game's over and Oklahoma's taking a knee before you could blink an eye. You know, I mean, it could end quickly. So I think that's the interesting part. I think it's such a big game. I think it's great for college football that this is a big game again. But I mean, you get into it in the big picture things. That Texas win at Alabama, that, you know, we were saying, okay, well, LSU is going to roll in the West, right? And so it's not, and so that's not going to be a big deal. Alabama's back to the West favorite.
There you go.
With a loss to a potential Big 12 champion or Big 12. If Oklahoma wins, you're comparing Oklahoma to Texas or Oklahoma to Alabama. Hey, common opponent. They're above the SEC now. So it's really interesting.
Who do you think wins?
You know, I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I'm going to go with Oklahoma in this one. I think Texas gets the revenge later in the season.
Give me something I can feel. Light a cigarette.